So welcome again, our masters, and we'll be talking about karma. And when we say karma, our focus will be on, destiny versus free will. This is one question which is always interesting, sometimes confusing, and sometimes scary. The moment we use the word karma, a lot of things comes to our mind. We'll start with the question regarding last session, which is kind of which was describing base work to get into this main discussion. And the question is about the statement that you get what you deserve, not what you desire. What exactly it means, because we also say affirmation, visualization, and some other things. So we have to understand it in a bigger picture kind of scenario. We can ask anything. We can look forward to, whatever comes to your mind. There is no restriction. There is no issue. Sometimes people think that if asking something to the universe, like affirmation, am I interfering with my destiny? Am I interfering with what the plan is, my soul plan, my purpose of life? Because suppose if you were supposed to stay in a lack of money and you're asking for, whatever wealth, um, or some other form, directly or indirectly, and then am I interfering? And that's where this comes. You may ask anything, but you will get only at the time when you are ready. That means you get what you deserve, not what you desire. So you may not get it today because right now you are not ready for it. You may have the affirmation, nothing wrong with it, but you may not get it. Sometime affirmation comes true in a week's time, in a month's time, in a year, or sometime it may take a decade. Why is taking different time for different people? Because yes, you have a desire. That's why you are asking. So there are a couple of elements, not just one. Because you may ask, but if you don't know how to ask, simple example, you may have affirmation, but your affirmation choice of words may not be appropriate. Like if I keep saying, I'm not sick, I'm using negative statement. And I may wonder whole life, I'm asking for health. I'm not getting it because I'm not asking for health. I'm saying I'm not sick. So the main energy I'm transmitting to the universe is of the word sick. That means I'm asking for sickness. So this is the technical part, that I'm asking, but I'm not asking in the right format. Then I'm asking 5 minutes. I'm full on into say, I'm saying the right words. I'm healthy and I'm thinking of my health. Everything is good. But right after my dhyan, my meditation, my sadhana, which is 5 minutes to half an hour, 1 hour, whatever, the remaining 23 hours of the day, I'm in my zone where I'm only thinking of sickness. I'm thinking of the pain I'm having or whatever the discomfort I'm having. So the affirmation, your energy is there, but it's very weak. 1 hour, you're sending some energy, to attract the wealth or health or whatever your affirmation is. But the remaining 23 hours, you are totally into the, again, back to negative zone. So this is one part. So you desire, but do you deserve? That's the question. Then you say, okay, technically I'm following everything, I've started living in the moment, or the whole day I'm visualizing my health. So I'm good. Technically also, practically also. So what have I done when I say not only during my affirmation, meditation, but throughout the day, I am now living in the moment means I'm able to visualize, say I'm healthy. What have I done? I have increased my frequency. This is in the background what is happening. By increasing my frequency, I have improved or increased my consciousness, because everything is based on energy. I'm moving my internal energy from first chakra slowly towards seventh as I'm working on myself. So in all, what it means, I have increased my probability of deservedness. That means now I deserve more than when I started. When I started, it was just close my eyes and I say, I want this, and end of it. Now I'm staying with that thought, with that visualization throughout the day. As I keep understanding and keep working on these topics, I'm increasing my not just desire, but I'm improving my deservedness, if you may call it that way. So this is one big factor in anything what you do in your sadhana. Improve your work on the deserve part of it, not just desire. Desire, there is nothing wrong. Another point on this is, without getting too much deeper into, but very critical one is, always remember desire, as I mentioned, for affirmation, nothing wrong in it. There is no limitation, there is no restriction. However, every desire brings attachment. Attachment takes you away from your path of, you call sadhana, or you call your um, path to mukti or samadhi, whichever way. But again, everything is based on the our family life. That means you are working on yourself, you are improving uh, your whole consciousness frequency, but you have desire. Nothing wrong. However, the more desire you have about, I want this, I want this, I want this, you are increasing the attachments. Attachments slows you down. Attachments are like anchor. So this is the balancing act. In a day, we cannot say remove all the desires. Oh, well, then you become a monk all of a sudden. That's a very big shift. And again, we are talking about with respect to the family life. That means you switch slowly. I'm in my family setting. I love everyone. I am involved in their life and my life involving others, and all those things are going on. Still, I'm reducing my attachments, or I'm reducing the, imagine it like a glue. Of course, you have attachment with your family members and everything. You are still attached. But now your glue is not like a super glue. Now it's just a regular glue. What does it mean? You are not interfering in their life as much as you used to do before. You have accepted them as is. You're not dictating everyone, do this, do this. Why? Because I'm head of the family. As a father, I'm telling my kids what to do now. I have to respect them individually. They are Atman. I'm also Atman. They are soul, I am soul. So how can I dictate another soul? A soul cannot dictate another one. In physical body, I may be older, but who knows as a soul whether I'm younger than the other one or not? We are here as a soul family. So this is when we say you get what you deserve, not desire. And this statement, just think about it with respect to energy. Energy means your consciousness. So the more you work on your frequency, again, that is your energy, you're improving your consciousness, you're improving what you deserve. And that's how we keep going. So all your sadhana, your meditation, doesn't matter is 5 minutes or 50 minutes. Time does matter, but it's not the only thing. So it's not like someone does for 1 hour is better than the person who's doing only for 5 minutes. No. What you do in the remaining hours of the day, that's more important. If you can stay in that zone for the whole day, it's much important than 5 minutes I'm in the zone and then I'm totally back to my normal. All negativity, all, what we say, typical social or norms means I'm into all those negative thinking, negative talking, negative feelings. Then you lose the positivity of the energy you are getting during your sadhana. So we'll continue with this topic and try to understand, and we'll continue in the next session as well. So one question when we talk about karma comes to our mind very commonly is anything that goes wrong, we say, oh, I must have done something bad in my previous life and I'm getting punishment. Every time something goes wrong, we think, okay, this is the kind of punishment. So this is the general feeling which comes. And when we are doing good, everything is going good. Generally, we say, oh, okay, I'm the driver of this bus. I know I'm doing everything right. But the moment anything goes wrong, we say, oh, it's my previous life. I must have done something bad. This is my payback time. So people get easily confused with destiny, karma, and then we talk about free will. So let's dive into this to get into some, clarity and understanding. So you may have heard about prarabdha karma, which is referring to luck or destiny. Then there is a term purusharth, which is the effort part, also connected to free will. So effort, free will, prarabdha, luck or destiny. So the biggest question we all kind of come across or think or uh, find an answer is how much percentage hard work and how much is the luck plays in our life. Like, where is the balance or which matter more? Is it my hard work or is it my luck? Which one is more important? So understand that universe is following its laws. Universe is very systematic. There are planets, there are stars, all kind of things, and they are following a rhythmic pattern or systematic laws. Some comets you will see after so many years coming and things like that, but they are following a path, a pattern. It's not like whenever they want, whosoever changes the speed, direction, or any of that nature. No way. That's the law of nature. They follow a logic, whether it is plants, animal kingdom, they all follow very systematic law of nature. So we have to see this concept also, whether it is luck or destiny or free will, also from logic point of view, not magic point of view. It's take it logically, not magically. So, in today's world, and when, everybody's talking about AI, artificial intelligence, you ask a question and you get an answer much faster than even someone, a very knowledgeable person can answer, and, chat GPT or whatnot can just give you some answers. So you know about it, you have the app, you can do it instantly. Now imagine you go to a person who has no idea about technology. You go to an interior or talking to a monk and you show up with your laptop or app and cell phone and you try to, get the answers or get something that how technology can get you, whether it is communication, information, and the person may be totally zapped that, oh my God, this is magic. For you, it's logic. Hey, what's the big deal? I have a cell phone, I have an app, and I can get you this. But the person who has no idea, they are in their own world, they are not fully sync with this technology, they may be totally zapped that, oh, it's magic. So that's all information. Are you aware? Are you, in it? Then for you, it seems like logic. If you are not, everything seems like magic. So luck or free will, this question is nothing new. Lord Sri Ram asked Guru Vashisht, as per Yog Vashisht, this question. And Guru Vashisht answered this. And what was the answer? One that has a higher intensity gives the result. So if you are wondering, is it my hard work or is it my luck? Which one will matter more? So the one which has higher intensity. That means your hard work can overpower your luck factor, or luck can overpower your hard work factor. If we talk with respect to Shukra Nidhi, then it said that last life actions, which is karma, becomes this life destiny. Now, we talked about soul plan before, and you know that how soul plan or purpose of life, they are interlinked and how they are coming into play. They are coming based on your previous life experience. Then the soul plans that, okay, I did this is a gap, this was leftover, I didn't learn this. Let me plan in this life, next life. That means in next life, the planning, where it is coming from? Previous lives. And that's what it is. Last life action or karmas becomes this life destiny. This is as per Shukranidhi. So you see, even when we talk of purpose of life, soul plan, they are not just a random concept. Even Shukranidhi says so. So let's understand from an example. So imagine a guru and disciple. And, in this case, so the question or the discussion was, can we get whatever we desire? So, because it's very common, we say, don't say lie, don't hurt others. If we cannot get what we desire, then all these preachings are worthless. So the guru asked the disciple that in front of everyone, that says that, okay, come to the front and raise one leg in air. So the disciple was standing, said, raise one leg. And then the disciple raised one leg and still, you can stand, not a big deal. Then the guru asked him that, okay, because guru saw that he raised left leg. So guru now asked him second question, raise your right leg also. That means he cannot put down the left. He has to raise the right leg also. Now disciple is confused, says, how can I raise my right? You asked me first. I've already raised my left leg. How can I raise right also? So the guru says, raising your first leg was your free will. I didn't tell you left or right. You decided. Once you have used your free will, remaining is your destiny. So you cannot raise your right leg now. That is based on your use of free will before. You decided you will raise left. And now you cannot raise right because it is your destiny. So you have free will. You used it. And once you have used it, remaining is your. So this is how they are interconnected. The free will we keep using without, kind of giving much attention or thinking about it. But the more and more you become aware of the topic, aware of the laws of universe we are talking about, the more and more we start understanding these things. First time it may look like, what is this? What are we talking about? But the more you understand, the better it becomes. Ved Vyas has given a beautiful example in Mahabharata that there are two things due to which we don't get success. Because success failure is the thing which, in general in the society, people are all referring to. People say, oh, you are successful because you're a big businessman, or you're job wise, career wise, you are doing very well, or whether in your music or sports, if you're getting all the awards and you're winning things and all those one, you say, wow, this person is doing very well. So Ved Vyasji explained there are two things What are those because of which you don't get success? First, check if the profession you are in is for you or not. So the profession you are in. If it is not for you, then doesn't matter how hard you work. You will not gain. No luck. You are in the wrong profession. You keep putting hard work, you will not get success. Second factor, even if you have luck in a given profession, say naturally I'm a good musician, right? It comes naturally to me. I created one tune, it was a super hit, and now I'm just sitting on my first victory, my accolades. So even if you have luck in a given profession, but you don't make any effort, you will not get result. So I had success. My first song was a hit, and now I'm just sitting for 6 months doing nothing. I won't get result. So effort without luck or luck without effort are two reasons why we fail. So what we understand here is don't think of one only. Don't think that, okay, my destiny should take me there, my free will, or in this case, just I'll keep working hard and I will be there. I'm a very lucky person and my luck will take me there. You do need both. So check the profession you are in. And second, you are in the right one, then you have to also make effort. You cannot just sit and say, I'm in the right profession means I should get it. Now, to check whether you're in the right profession or not, of course, you have to talk to your heart because this may be another question. Okay, how do I check? Because sometimes we choose the career just because we are told, do this, or become this, and because your parents wanted to do that thing and they couldn't because of some reason. Then they want their child to do that. Oh, I wanted to be a lawyer. I could not because of this reason. I want you to become one. Or I wanted to be a doctor or chartered accountant, engineer, whatever the profession. And now they want their child. And you are there just because of someone else's wish. That's never a good idea. So our choices, day to day, not any specific one. What are they based on? Our preference. I prefer to do this versus that. Someone will say, hey, no, let's go to a music concert. Someone say, no, let's watch a movie. Someone will say, no, 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 we'll go hiking. Everyone has a preference. Why we have different preferences? Because preferences, they are based on our past karmas. And everybody's karmas are different. Karma means previous life actions. So that's why we have different choices, different preferences, different liking, dislikings. You may have seen in your, people around you this example that even twins may not have the same liking, disliking. That means they have their own individual personalities. They may take different careers. They may choose different path in life. Because even if they are twins, the past karmas are different. So karma limits the range of our choices. You do have a range, and within the range, you have a free will. Outside the range is your kind of no entry zone because your karmas, previous life experiences, previous life actions have limited the range of your choices. Sometimes we think, yeah, or this is what my environment kind of built me after birth, young age, and then, the preschool to school, high school, all those things have build up my liking, disliking. True, absolutely, your environment, other people do influence you. However, if you really think right from the early stage, you have choices and you know, oh, right from the birth, people will say, yeah, you never liked this, or you always wanted to do this and this, that, and the other. So where is it coming from? It's connected to your previous life. It's coming along with that. So karma does limit the range of our choices. Sometimes people say, I like chocolate ice cream. Every time they go, they will only order chocolate. They may not try any other flavor. So the preferences is coming from a previous background, and that is so strong that they don't want to experience anything else. So it's kind of limiting their free will. Free will is compromise. Free will means I must explore, I must do whatever. On a weekend, you may, ask some person what to do, and they will keep picking the same thing. Hiking means hiking. Every weekend hiking. They don't want to explore other things. They love it, and now their free will is so much restricted. So they have freedom. However, that freedom is limited. There are some animals, some birds, like whether you are talking about underwater, sea, so much variety of, the life which is there, we are not even aware of. Even today, we keep discovering new species. Different birds, different animals can see different colors that even we cannot see. So can you imagine a color that you have never seen? Can you imagine a color that you have never even heard of? We know the spectrum, we know the different colors, and then whenever you imagine, basically you imagine based on that reference. You're not imagining something that is totally out of experience, knowledge, wisdom. So if our actions are the effect of previous causes, causes means karmas, then it is not free. Every action has consequences. Where that logic programming is coming from, because child is getting birth, so how can there be a connection to the previous life or whatever? See, this is where this energy concept helps you to understand. Yes, the physical body is new for sure, but in our genes we are carrying information of previous 22 lives, means generations. Not life means my life, generations. Energy, it is all energy. So, example, in the past, suppose, kids left the mom. So mom is helpless in the old age. People leave the parents that, hey, I'm moving on my career, this, that. Parents, leave them behind, helpless. The emotional impact for lack of love experienced by the mother in this case, that energy, that emotion, they get stuck. And that's how your soul plan and purpose of life comes into play, right? So in this life, my actions will reflect this. I may not love myself, right? I'm talking about if the mom rebirthing. So in the next life, that is a gap. There is a big question mark about self-love, people loving me and all the, you're always having that negativity coming from the previous life. That, oh, I was left alone, I'm not worthy of this, I'm not worthy of that. Those things come from the previous, immediate previous, or who knows how many previous, because these things are sequential. The person cannot stand ground means, self-confidence, all those kind of things. A person cannot communicate properly. That could be one common factor that we see that coming along in many, many lives. I can't do things for my own happiness. You're always thinking of others. You're doing everything for others, but hey, this is for me. How can I have? You're putting yourself last, doing always for others. So that's not free. It's not free will. I have a will. but it is planned, governed, impacted, affected by my previous life. So it's free, but it's not free. What is free? Still, there is a room, like it's a range. Within that range is free, but that range is set by my previous life actions. To make it free, I have to liberate myself from the impact of past event and that particular karma cycle. I'm in a lack, like we were talking about communication, it could be anything. If I overcome, I do my learning, I fill that gap, whether it was self-love, right? In the case of mom, which was left behind by kids, if I fulfill that gap, that chapter is over. Now I can move on to the next. I can end that karmic cycle. So if my actions were as per dharma, we say it gives punya, which give rise to sukh, happiness. I may not know the past connection. The soul is learning. If we are doing wrong things, we connect it with pap, dukh, that okay, you will do wrong things, you will have negativity to it. So my past actions are deciding this life planning. So it's not kind of free. They are connected. The story continues. We also say balance of karma. That means you have to balance both sides. Once you go through abundance, once you go through lack. Soul plan says if someone is doing to us, we requested the person, hey, do this to me so that I can learn that. So you see, these topics in isolation may take you in a different direction, but when you put them together, you may understand it properly. Because where it gets confusing is, okay, this person is, always troubling me in this life, always putting challenges. And if this is my request as per soul plan, that, hey, be nice to me so that I learn this, or be tough with me, poke me, or, challenge me so that I go through this and I learn this. So what does it mean? The other person gets negative karma because that person is doing wrong, but that person is doing as per my request. This is where 2, 3 different big topics comes together. The karma side, soul plan, purpose of life side, and soul family, because soul family means different souls are like a family. We are helping each other. So they are doing wrong. They are poking me by doing wrong things, but they are, by poking, helping me in overcoming whatever, like we talked about the fill the gap. Like I cannot express myself. I cannot stand my ground. Everybody is just coming and telling me what to do. There comes a point where I say enough is enough. Now I'm standing for myself. Now I have learned how to say no. But in order to get there, I requested some other souls, my part of the soul family, that, hey, push me, punch me, do this, which is after going those hardship, I will learn this lesson, how to say no. I will learn that how to defend myself. But if we look at those souls, though their action in isolation, we will say, hey, those are wrong things. That's pap. That is bad kind of, source of dukkha. So how do you differentiate? They're doing wrong things because somebody requested, or they are doing because of they're bad people. There's always a big story. That means it is not linked with this life alone. What this tells us is it is linked to our previous lives. And when you see the entire image, you see a picture. If you see a part of it, it gives you only one part of the story. And that's why, if you remember in soul plan topic, I mentioned those people who are giving you tough time, you should appreciate them a lot, because they are telling you something, that you are here for a reason. Learn this. At that time in physical world, we feel, oh my God, I don't like this person. But if we understand these topics all together, then it helps to understand what's happening in your life. You can decode. You don't need to go to any, any workshop, any sessions or this, you can decode what's really your purpose of life or soul plan or learning or all these karma, free will things. Connect them together. So understand that this free will is free, however, it is connected to your action, which is coming from previous life. So in this life, you are taking some decisions again. Your story started from somewhere. In this life, you took some actions. You have free will. However, choices are limited due to past. And that is preparing the script for the next life. Whatever you're doing in this, because you may have come for some specific task, but you didn't do it. Your purpose was, I'll fulfill this energy gap, but you ended up going in a different direction using your free will. So you didn't fulfill that. You created some other karmas. Net result of that will be what you plan to do in the next life. So you see the cycle goes on. Our feeling of guilt or regret is based on our free will. Yes, we have limited free will. Like, like a cow tied with a rope. So what happens? Suppose it's a 5 meter length rope. So the cow can move around for 5 meters, cannot go beyond. That's the limit. But within 5 meters, cow can go left, right, front, back, because you can go around. You have that free will. And that's how this range works. If the cow makes an effort, farmer may give you a new rope that, okay, cow has grown, now, need to move a little longer, and farmer may give you 10-meter rope. Now you say, wow, victory. I have wider free will. I've increased my free will. I've increased the scope. Now, not 5 meters, I can move 10 meters anywhere. So yes, your actions do make impact because they are interlinked. If you just accept, yeah, what can I do? I can only go here, and you just sit, no effort. You're only relying on your destiny, no effort, then you will always have only 5 meters. So as we talked before, your effort and karma, they go hand in hand. Both needs to, like effort and luck. You have to work on both. You cannot just say luck only and then I will sit and see what happens. So you work on your sadhana, increase your frequency, enhance your consciousness. That will allow you to go from 5-meter rope to 10 meters rope. That's our part. Without worrying about the definitions and this and that. So this is one critical thing that if we understand, we can increase, we can free ourselves, because depending on how much journey you have already traveled. So masters, yes, your previous life is impacting. Yes, your destiny, free will, your actions. These are things which are linked. But when we talk about which is more important, is it my luck or free will? So you see, they are interlinked. So we have to understand a bigger picture, keep working on your sadhana to get to a point where not only you understand, but you keep on increasing your free will by increasing your energy, increasing your frequency, hence your consciousness. So we will continue in the next session. We will continue. We will understand more from whether some Mahabharata, some Ramayana, or some of our literature. And then we will continue understanding the details of karma and free will. We'll take questions now.